Nestled deep within the stark, arid expanse of the Atacama Desert, a silent sentinel against the immense Chilean sky, stands the Overwatch Observatory. It is here, shielded from the cacophony of terrestrial noise, that humanity has invested its boldest dream of interstellar communion, the Echo Protocol. Years of relentless dedication, an amalgamation of scientific prowess from across the globe have culminated in this moment. Its revolutionary quantum entanglement transmitters, a marvel of human ingenuity, are primed. Designed not only to dispatch a focused, information-rich pulse across the unfathomable gulfs between stars, but more crucially, to listen. To strain against the cosmic static for the faintest, most elusive reply with a sensitivity previously consigned to the realm of theory. Dr. Aris Thorne's gaze flickered between a dozen screens, a torrent of data streams demanding his attention. His fingers drummed an impatient rhythm on the cool surface of the console, his mind replaying final system diagnostics again and again. Everything appeared nominal, the quantum entanglement matrix rock solid, power core output optimal. Yet a sliver of unease pricked at him. He turned to Dr. Ilara Reynolds, his voice barely a murmur above the antechamber's hum, a fragile mix of hope and trepidation. "Are we aligned with target constellation Lyra, Ilara? Trajectory confirmed?" Dr. Reynolds, without looking up from her transparent tablet, gave a curt nod. On its luminous surface, a string of green OK indicators glowed beside complex system designations, a testament to flawless preparation. Her reply was crisp, a stark contrast to Thorne's frayed nerves. "Confirmed, Aris. Trajectory locked. All telemetry green. We are go for Echo Protocol initiation on your mark." Thorne drew a ragged breath, the air in his lungs feeling heavy as if freighted with the weight of years. His hand, trembling almost imperceptibly, hovered over the large, red-lit main activation panel at the console's heart. Countless sleepless nights, trillions of lines of code, fortunes spent, personal sacrifices uncounted, all distilled into this single touch, this one fleeting second. His eyes flicked to Director Rostova behind the glass. Her expression remained impassive, yet a fractional, almost imperceptible nod acknowledged the precipice upon which they stood. Thorne spoke then, a murmur, meant for himself, yet imbued with a defiant challenge to the universe itself. "All right, let's make some noise out there." Dr. Reynolds, her gaze never leaving her readouts and the main display, tracked the surge. Her voice, even above the rising thrum of power, was steady, precise. Echo pulse transmitted, signal integrity at 100%. Now we listen. The hours crawled by, each one a leaden weight. Night bled into the anemic light of dawn, only to surrender again to the velvet cloak of another night. Thorne, raking a hand through his disheveled hair, finally sighed, the sound heavy with disappointment. "Anything? Even a cosmic hiccup?" Dr. Reynolds, her eyelids heavy, shook her head slowly. She was zoomed in on a graph that showed little more than a flat, uninteresting line. "Background radiation levels are stable. Standard deep space noise. Nothing anomalous. It's only been a few hours, Aris. The universe is a big place. Patience." "Patience," Thorne muttered under his breath, the word tasting like ash. He pictured Director Rostova's steely gaze, the probing questions of the budget committee. Try telling them that if we don't detect something more than interstellar dust bunnies soon. But in that very moment, Dr. Reynolds' yeared eyes snagged on something. a flicker on a secondary display normally relegated to mundane data. Her brows furrowed. She leaned forward, her voice a sudden, sharp whisper cutting through the room's lethargy. "Wait a minute. What was that?" Thorne turned, his gaze following hers, but he saw nothing out of the ordinary. "What? I didn't see anything," he replied, his voice flat with exhaustion. "There," Ilara insisted, her finger jabbing at the screen, already rewinding the data feed. A micro-fluctuation on the Hawking array, probably just sensor noise, but the pattern. Thorne stared transfixed on the main screen. The bone-deep weariness he'd felt moments ago evaporated, replaced by a jolt of electric energy. He commanded Ilara, his voice barely above a whisper. "Magnify Sector Gamma 7. Filter out all background radiation." As Ilara's fingers flew across her console, the blooms sharpened further. Still incredibly faint, almost ghostly, but undeniably there. And crucially, they were not random. They possessed an impeccable, almost mathematical rhythm. "Aris," Dr. Reynolds' voice was a breath held captive, a fusion of disbelief and dawning, terrifying excitement. This isn't noise. Look at the periodicity. It's structured. Faint, but unequivocally structured." A slow, almost painful smile of pure, unadulterated astonishment began to spread across Dr. Thorne's face, chasing away the shadows of fatigue. He leaned so close to the screen that his nose almost brushed against the cool glass. The words, when they finally came, were a mere exhalation, like the first lines of a forgotten prayer. "My God, Ilara, it's a bloom. A static bloom. We've got something." A faint whisper from the deepest wells of cosmic dark, an elegant, undeniable pattern emerging from the endless static. The Echo Protocol has found something, or perhaps something has found it. Is this the dawn of a new age of discovery, or the chilling overture to a silence humanity isn't remotely prepared for? The first bloom has appeared, but what ancient, unfathomable secrets do its delicate petals conceal? Subscribe to the Peak Tales. Activate your notifications, because when these whispers from the void truly begin to speak, you won't want to miss a single chilling syllable. Join us for episode 2.